Howdy Meeps, I'm Rigaroga and you're you. And boy, it's been kind of a hot minute since my series of Expedition RPG. Um, June, July, and August, I think. I did a series of 10 of them. But I wanted to check out the playtest of the new expansion that's coming out in a couple days. That is Onyx Path's Scarred Lands within the Expedition RPG um, uh, tool set or game card system. Yeah. Anyhow, let's switch over and take a look. So this is the deluxe set that I got that has Expedition, the Horror, the Future in it. And then these are the cards the playtest cards that I put together so that I could play this. There's a bunch of adventurers. So we'll pick up one or two of those so that we're sure to use those. It adds some bandits, beasts, some fae. But the big one is this, the Titan spawn, which is a whole new monster set. And they go from 2 to 5. So 5 is pretty intense. That's not anything to laugh at. And then there's a whole bunch of new loot. And then ability cards that get added in to various of the decks. So I'm going to parcel those out into the actual game as I set up. So I guess I kind of screwed up. I didn't actually get this all set up before getting started. So let's go ahead and get started. These are all adventurer cards. We're not going to use these because we're going to play some of the expansion ones. Let's go ahead and get our ability decks out because we're going to build some characters. And our monster deck. And then our loot deck. And then I did actually manage to get the little, ooh, that was loud. I did manage to get the little things out. So let's go ahead and get this set up. As you can see on the right-hand side of the screen is the official quest for this beta test. And let's try it out. Let's go ahead and play. So anyhow, it's Dead Horse. You've been hired to escort a caravan full of dead horses to the Hollowfaust, the infamous city of necromancers, by Nathan Knaack. Official quest for the Scarred Lands playtest. It requires the Horror expansion and the Scarred Lands expansion. Content rating teen, about 1 to 2 hours to play, players 1 to 6. Genre, English language, and it was recently updated. So let's go ahead and play. We're actually going to do solo play. Okay, so I got that sort of set up. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to select 2 adventurers. And so I'm going to shuffle these up. And I'm only selecting from the expansion adventurers because I want to make sure that I play some of those guys. Okay, let's play that one and that one. So we've got Manticora Hunter, 4 ranged, 2 of your choice for starting abilities. Oh, interesting. The lion folk are renowned for their hunting skill. And a spellbow. Starting abilities, 3 ranged and 3 magic. Okay, interesting. Let's go ahead and put the other adventurers away. And then for horror, draw a persona card and put it up in front of you and attach a clip at the base. Oops, 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 oops. I just shuffled skills in there. I forgot that I had both of those. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, there we go. Skills and persona. Let's go ahead and select one of these for each of our characters. Shall we draft? Yeah, let's draft. Let's see. Paranoid, tragic, or logical. The Manticora Hunter. I think precise, logical, and pedantic may be good for the Manticora Hunter. And the Spellbow. Well, except I'm kind of feeling cautious, paranoid, and superstitious. Let's go with cautious, paranoid, and superstitious. Just because. It's kind of interesting. Not more interesting. I mean, it is a little. It's more of a flaw. Okay, let's draft another 3 out. Charismatic, dignified, lively, enamored. Boisterous, lively, and unruly. Charismatic. Let's go with boisterous, lively, and unruly. Although, complimentary, one other adventurer regains full health is pretty sweet. And then also charismatic, remove a tier 1 enemy from combat. Yeah, we're going to go with boisterous, lively, and unruly for our persona for the Spellbow. The other, by the way, the other characters that I could have selected from the expansion are a Mithril Knight, who has 4 melee, 2 influence. Adamant Champion with 2 melee, 2 ranged, and 2 of your choice. Witch of Skarn, 4 magic, 2 music. Not inherently evil, her color text says. Tattooed Adept. Starting abilities are 2 magic and 2 melee. Deadly Ink. Tattooed Adept is kind of cool. Mithril Knight and a Tattooed Adept. Those would be kind of fun. But now we're going to clip our health tracker. To each of our adventurers. And we're going to select base on our persona. And then I need to select my starting abilities. So let's start with the... Oh, actually, well, I guess that's my next thing. So abilities. Draw the starting abilities listed on your adventurers. So we're going to draft pick some of the abilities. So let's go with ranged. Do I want to... Okay, here's a decision point. Do I want to make sure that I play with the expansion ones? I feel like I do. Okay, let's make sure we give 1 to each of our guys, and then so I'm gonna draft out 3 more ranged abilities. Okay, so let's draft out 3 more. Crippling Shot is an 8. Careful Aim 10. Withdraw is 7. So we can regain health or deal 2 damage. Crippling Shot is pretty good. Let's get Crippling Shot. Oh, let's see what this one was. So this expansion ranged was Unnerving Barrage. And it's 6 plus the tier sum. Whoa, what? The difficulty is 6 plus the tier sum? Oh my god, that's awful. Damage dealt by enemies this round is also dealt to the target. Yeah, so that scales awfully. That's really I would only want to use that early on or against a single enemy. Ooh, that's awful. That scares me. That's going to be hard. Okay, third ranged. Careful aim, arc shot, withdraw. Play an ability from your hand, add +5 to your roll. We're going to go with arc shot because we want to actually have some damage. Okay, one more ranged. Sense the wind, draw and play an extra ability, withdraw. I keep getting withdraw. And anticipate. Oh, I ended up drawing 4. Oh well. +4 to your next roll, anticipate. Place this card on an enemy. The next time it surges, adventurers may resolve their abilities before the surge. Let's go with sense the wind. And then kind of feeling melee. 2 melee. Let's go ahead and pick emboldening defense. Any target would take this round instead, restores it. Any damage the target takes would restore its health. Deal 2 damage, you take 2 less, or deal 1 damage for each point your persona is above min. Well, let's deal 2 damage and take 2 less damage. And I gotta be honest, I'm not super feeling these. Fiery Blade or Emboldening Defense. They're not actual damage things. I need stuff that does damage. And I've got 2. Three. It's not a good... okay, we're going to put this on the top of the melee and then, maybe use that for the next time. But I'm going to draft out some other ones because I need some actual damage. Okay, so we're going to draft one of these. Desperation, deal damage equal to 1 plus your maximum health minus your current health. Charge, deal 5 damage. Sharpened Edge deals 3 damage. Or if it reduces a target to 0, you may deal 3 melee damage to an extra target. I feel like I should take Charge because it's got 5. They're all 9s, so it's kind of a wash on difficulty. So yeah, we're going to go with that. So that's our starting abilities. With Charge, Defensive Lightning from the expansion, Sense the Wind, Arc Shot, Unnerving Barrage from the expansion, and Crippling Shot from the regular one. And that's our ability deck. So that's the Manticora Hunter. Let's go ahead and set up the Spellbow. The Spellbow is starting with Suppressing Fire. Put this card under an enemy. It takes 1 extra damage from all abilities for the rest of the combat. And it's difficulty 7, and it is all adventurers. So that's pretty cool. So we need 2 more ranged. So we've got Hasty Shots, deal 1 damage, but it's only difficulty 5. Careful Aim, or Signal Shot. All damage enemies would deal you this round before reductions is instead dealt to the target. That's pretty cool. If you fail it, though, all damage other adventurers would take this round is instead dealt to you. That could really hurt. Signal shot sounds pretty cool. It's difficulty 9, which is hard. But let's go for it. And we need one more. Okay, so let's draft out one more. Ranged. Trick shot deals 3 damage at difficulty 9. Dodge attack deals 1 damage and you take no damage this round at 8. And careful aim 10. Let's go with trick shot. Now we're going to draft up some magic for this character. How many expansion magics are there? Let's take a look at these. Reflective Ward is 7 difficulty. Use any active tier 1 enemy's surge on the target. Or Domination, difficulty 13. Use any enemy's surge effect on 2 targets. That's interesting. I don't remember this being using the like the enemy's siege on other targets. That feels new to me as a mechanic. I don't know about using Domination. Let's take Reflective Ward. And we'll put that back in the pile, and then we'll select some others. 13 is way too high, and I don't currently have a lot of abilities that raise my die roll. Although actually, interestingly, okay, so it's the surge effect. You don't have to wait for the surge to happen. You just take the surge effect that's on that character. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll use it, and we'll draft one more. So, defensive ward, a reflective ward, and a defensive ward. This is difficulty 10. Enemies deal half damage this round, rounded down. Cold Snap is 8, deal 2 damage. The target takes 1 extra damage from all other abilities this round. Ignite. Target takes 2 extra damage from all other abilities this round. If they take no damage this round, they take 1 damage. Ignite seems way better than Cold Snap. It's difficulty 6 and does more damage. Or does this essentially the same. Well, it guarantees at least 1 damage. I think Ignite would do more damage. So let's take Ignite. And that's our Spellbow. So our Spellbow has Ignite, Domination from the expansion, Reflective Ward from the expansion, Trick Shot, Signal Shot, and Suppressing Fire from the expansion. All right, read through the abilities, shuffle the stack face down in front of you. Shuffle them into a stack. Oh, yeah, right. So we're going to... The cards are slightly different sizes because I'm using protectors to make them. So they shuffle weird. All right, gather the D20 and a helper card, which I've got on the side. I've got a helper card here just for my own reference, and then I've got some D20s that I hope show up on screen. Let's go ahead and go next.